Hello, welcome to another Niceface gaming video. Today we're going to be discussing the black-green precon Saproling Swarm. And this deck is sort of a token theme deck, sort of a sacrifice theme deck. I've gone ahead and split the deck into its two parts. On the left side here we have token creators, or cards that make creatures you want to sacrifice. And on the right side we have payoff cards. And these cards reward you for having creature tokens, or creature tokens that you want to sacrifice. The entire idea of this deck and all synergy decks is to get more than face value for your card. So this Saproling Migration is okay on its own. It makes two 1/1s for 2 mana, but 2 1/1s aren't very good. They're not as good as a 2/2. They don't attack or block as well. But those 2 1/1s, when you have a Slimefoot the Stowaway in play, become a lot more valuable because they drain your opponent for 1 every time they die. Or with your Whisper, they can resurrect your best creature. So it might be your initial inclination to sort of just throw these creatures away. They're not very good. If your opponent attacks with a 4/4 and you have a 1/1 token, just block it, prevent 4 damage. And while that might be right sometimes, it's not really the idea of the deck. You want to, let's say, block that 4/4 with the same 1/1, but then use a Costly Plunder to sacrifice the 1/1 after you block. And that will allow you to really eke out the most value you can out of your cards. And just like you don't want to throw away your token cards for no gain, you also don't want to throw away your payoff cards for no gain. So this Poison Tip Archer, it might be able to block that 4/4 and kill it, but you don't really want to do that because this Poison Tip Archer makes every one of your token creation cards much, much better. And they also get better in multiples. When you have 2 Thallid Omnivores, your opponent has to block both of them because you can sacrifice all your creatures to either one. So it's important to both not throw away these guys or throw away these guys. The more you have of each in play, the better they get. You can reach a critical mass of cards. And it's also important to keep that in mind if you get some new cards and you want to add them to this deck, or even if you're making mulligan decisions. If you have all Saproling cards and no payoff cards, your deck is just a bunch of Saprolings that aren't very good on their own. And if you have no Saproling cards and all payoff cards, you've got a bunch of 4 mana 2/2s that aren't very good. And that's the idea behind synergy decks. You want to use your cards together to get more than you would get out of them on their own. Thank you for watching.